Do you really need a business license to start a bookkeeping business, even if you're just working from home? That is such a good question and one that I get asked all the time. So let's break it down. Whether you're working from home, have an LLC or an S Corp, and whether you're just starting out or are already in business for a while, here's what you need to know about business licenses. First, check your local and city rules. Most of your cities have an online portal that you can log into and just go and check out what are the requirements for you to have a home office or even an office outside of home. But we'll get to that in just a moment. We're going to go over to my desktop and I'm going to show you the shortcut that I show all of my friends and family and clients on how to navigate the search so that it goes directly to where you want to go. You may be pleasantly surprised that your city does not require you to have a business license to run a business, but I want you to be safe. Better safe than sorry, so the saying goes. Let's go to my desktop. All right, here we are at my desktop and here's the shortcut that I want to show you. Let's say your city is Savannah, Georgia. I've already typed it in here. It's the Savannah plus business license. Whatever your city is, you want to type the name plus business license. And that usually will take you right to where you want to go. You have a couple of options here. I've already done a couple of these, so I want to show you again. Let's say I'm going to do Concord, California. You can see that it's already populating it. But by me putting plus business license, it takes me right to where I want to go. The reason I pulled one up for California and one for Georgia is because it may look a little differently. Every single portal is going to look a little different. However, what you're looking for is business licenses, all right? For Concord, it says a business license is required to conduct business in the city of Concord. This includes, and it gives you a whole bunch of things, and it says home-based businesses. A lot of times you can apply for your business license right there on the portal. Now I want to show you the one for Georgia. So let's go ahead and click there. Now you see that this one looks very different. Again, don't be intimidated. Most of these portals will have a contact section, whether it's online or with a phone call. And what you want to get to is you want to get to the point where you can actually look up to see whether or not you need to file a business license. So you may actually find something that looks like this, a frequently asked questions kind of section. So you're going to scroll through it, who needs this? This is just a little bit of an appendix of what sections are covered. And if you don't find what you need, this is the one that I have. I'm in San Carlos. That's where my office is. If you don't find what you need, you could call. But most of the time, every single one of these portals looks a little differently. Let me do one more. Let me actually put San Carlos, which is my town, California. That is city and state plus business license. It takes me right here. I just go to the very top and it may not look exactly like I want it. I may not find what I want here. Search for active business licenses. I don't want to do that. Sometimes a business license will say business registration. It's the same thing. Every single city and county has this kind of online portal. So start by doing your search on Google, your city plus business license. Do a little research before you get frustrated, before you get overwhelmed. There's nothing to it. Start with the search, contact them if you're not sure, and then we can move on to the next step. Here's a pro tip for you. Many cities will require you to get a business license, even if you're just working from your kitchen counter or your kitchen table. I want you to stay legal, be compliant, do the search. It's easy, it's simple, right from your keyboard. By the way, if we haven't met yet, I'm Veronica Sagastumi, and this is the Bookkeeping Shop, where I help bookkeepers and small business owners to start, run, and grow a profitable business from anywhere. Now, let's jump to the next tip. Your business structure matters. Whether you're a sole proprietor, an LLC, or an S Corp, it is important for you to select a structure to begin with. Don't get too caught up on that. Whatever you start with, you can always convert later, like I did. I started as a sole proprietor, and then I incorporated by filing for an S Corp. What I want to share with you here is that even if you have filed to be an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp, or a sole proprietor, you may still be required to file a business license, because having a business entity or structure, like I just listed them, is different than filing for a business license. The business license is a requirement at the city or county level. Even if you're registered with the state, your city may still require a license to legally operate. You may be asking, what if I'm just sole proprietor? Yes, you may still be required. That's the thing. If you ask 10 different accountants or attorneys or whatever, they may give you 10 different answers. Don't go by them. Do your own research. I just showed you how simple it is, and when in doubt, call that county clerk's office, because they're the ones that would most likely send you a notification that you're not legally operating your business unless you have a business license. Are we ready for tip number 3? I want you to know the cost and the risk of having a business license and not having a business license. Although I don't recommend that you ignore having a business license if your city requires you to have one. Let's keep your business legal and compliant from the very start. And if you've already started and you haven't done it, you can get caught up. We'll talk about that in a moment. All right, the cost. You can expect to pay anywhere from $50 to $150, but in some areas, like in the metro area, which is where I'm at, you could expect to pay more like $250 to $275 annually. Most of the places where you're going to be doing research online will have some sort of price guideline, so you can check that out as well. I'm mainly performing bookkeeping, accounting, some type of human resources or operations type of service. So I kind of fall in that price range anywhere between $250 and $275. But check your local city and they will have a different pricing guide. Yes, it's an annual expense, but that is a business expense that you have to pay in order to perform this business out of your home, or also if you're outside of your home. The benefits of having this business license, I know that the cost doesn't feel good, it's another expense, but the benefit is you now have a very legal, compliant business that you're running out of your home, and you can do so with confidence. You also, some banks will require you to have a business license. So right there, that's not an issue. Another benefit is that you can avoid to pay penalties. Yeah, penalties. If you skip it, you may be okay for a while until your city catches up, like they did with me. When I started my bookkeeping and accounting business way back in 2011, I did file for a business license to run my business out of my home. But later, as a few more years went by and I decided to rent an office outside of my home, it was in another city. And I was so busy with so many different things, I forgot to file a business license for that other city that I had an office in. I left my home office. I stopped paying the business license annual fee for my home office at that time. And guess what? That city and my new office, they caught up with me. Not right away. It took a couple of years. But when they did catch up to me, I had to pay the penalties. I had to pay for the past few years worth of business licenses plus a penalty. And you know, it was my own fault. I mean, I know better. I know what I had to do. I transitioned from a sole proprietor to an S Corp. I know that I wanted to be compliant and have my business be legal, but honestly, I was busy and I completely forgot. And the city caught up with me and they sent me a nice little notice with, here's what you owe us and here's the penalty. Now, I had nobody to blame but myself. It happens to the best of us, and it happened to me. I want to help you to avoid those future penalties. It doesn't feel good. It's a little scary. You think it's going to be a lot more money. It still was a lot of money to pay all at once, but then once I was caught up, it's an annual expense that I can just build into my operating expenses and be prepared for it. And once I got it done and was all caught up, I was good to go. Stay compliant. Make sure that your business is on really good, solid foundation. And if you're already in a business that you've been at for a couple of years and you do your research and realize, oh shoot, I should have had a business license all along, that's okay. Make things right and keep moving forward. Bottom line, you want your business to be compliant and good legal standing so you don't have to worry about it. No matter how small or early stage, or even if you've been in business for a while, it helps to keep it compliant. It keeps things simple, legal, clean, and you'll thank yourself later. I hope you found this video useful and informative. Now, just to recap, do you need a business license? Maybe, maybe not. Do your research. Go over to Google, do your city plus business license. Number 2, the entity structure. Your entity structure matters. LLC, S Corp, C Corp, absolutely. But that is separate than having a business license, okay? So remember that. Number 3, there is a cost and there is a benefit to filing for a business license. Please don't wait until the city contacts you like they did me. Stay out of trouble. Got more questions about setting up your bookkeeping business the right way? Leave them in the comments in this video and I'll get back to you. Until next time, I'm Veronica Sagastumi from the Bookkeeping Shop. Bye for now.